Meanwhile, at the Lmaounge, Sophia, who is canonically the cutest and funniest Miqo'te girl in the world, is cooking up the most scrumptious of roasts.
Dumb, I think. I don't know, you Midlanders all look the same? You know, if you learned how to smile, then Fiona wouldn't have cucked you, and you'd be clapping green cheeks in Duloc instead of giving yourself cataracts browsing for nooses all night. Icaros, are you more of a groomer or a pansy? The fact you yo-yo between the two tells me you're the biggest bottom, even if you dress like a sex offender fighting his way out of a children's clothing store. Shahala, your name, and candle wax face kinda reminds me of that monster from that game. You know, the one that looks like a half-to-glove cheesy cock with googly eyes. Except it's still better looking than you. I'm just kidding. Everyone give him a round of applause because just like wiping his ass, swimming, tying his shoes, pushing a shopping cart, or holding a loved one, he can't do it himself. Oh, Maru? Sorry, I thought I was looking in a mirror, except I forgot my makeup, lived on butter, and fell into a vat of Fantasia that turned me into a thumb person instead of the Miqo'te woman you wish you were. Shiro! You look like Lapland if she was designed by Shahala, who is blind in one eye and can't draw. I heard they call you a dog at your workplace because you chase, slobber over, and gobble balls like a hairy champion. So you've got that going for you, even if you are mad boring. Stella, do I even roast you? Or do I just lump you in with Kai since he's the most interesting thing about you? Don't worry though. If you ever break up, I'm sure you'll find another guy into massive nerds who look like they were ambushed by a pack of chimps with Sharpies while reading How to Dress Like a Frumpy Goth. Hi, Kai. When did you plan on upgrading the rest of your body? Sorry, I mean like the ugly parts, like your torso, your legs, your face, you know, everything? Or did you really peak with go-go gadget, fat ass, dumpy wife, buck teeth, and acne? Cell? Is that your nickname from the cellulite you try to cover with those ugly dresses you keep stealing from charity stores and old folks' homes? Or because you are old and live in one where no one visits you because your lore is shit? Unknown star. Are you called that because the unknown star is a euphemism for a kid's butthole? You know the first incel, Jesus, was just a hobo in a dress who signed a sweet book deal? And now you're not allowed to enjoy basketball or kiss a girl. That sounds kind of blue-pilled to me, beta boy. No wonder you're all pedos. I know when you walked in, Revy, because all the flies died from the smell, and they literally eat shit. And speaking of shit, how's your lore coming along? Or are you still Cinder if she was, you know, written by a dweeb? Yumeko, have you decided on what you want to look like? Or did you finally realize that no matter what you wear, you're still you? You peeked in what your race says about you. And not even those geniuses at the station could make you look interesting. Miri, you know when I first saw you, I thought you were a Make-A-Wish kid? So I was like, super surprised to see you again. Then I realized you're not actually some diseased Ishgardian emo child. You're just, like, super pale with a Rudolph nose, so it only looks like you're permanently mid-flu. Hey, Shardo! Good job showing up. I know that's a big achievement for you. What with being a massive pussy and all. Hey, Tristan, you can tell you were written by a woman because you managed to look like a pansy and a terrorist at the same time. Those tattoos are pretty neat, though. I couldn't tell if they're pirate markings or tally marks for how many times your purse holder boyfriend tops you, pays the bills, and calls you a good boy in public. Hey, sorry, Helena. I told the waiters to take the menus away so you wouldn't, like, get distracted. I loved your performance as Vothri's stunt double when he was waddling down the stairs. I bet they saved a fortune on makeup and prosthetics. And it's super sweet they've given you your own boss fight because of it too. I'm really excited for Limitless Blue Ultimate. I heard it's called that because you went blue choking at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Hey, Snurha, what brand of makeup do you wear? I can't imagine there's a big market for people who look like a scrotum filled with gravel. But you're totally owning it. Where do you get your swimwear from too? You know, just in case I ever decide to move from women's bikini into men's physique. Calendor! Do they call you that because your legs swing open like saloon doors the second you get a whiff of cock? You know, dressing like a cowboy makes zero sense when you're the one who likes being tied up, you scaly whore. Paige? Nah. With that wrinkly ass? Oh, you're the whole book. Well done on finally dyeing your hair, though. Now you can actually be on camera and not confuse everyone by being the Devil May Cry 2 version of me and my sisters. You know, the one that's uglier than the original, pointlessly edgy, poorly written, and only enjoyed by people with bad taste and far too much time. Atlas, my dude, can you not smoke in here? I get you're too much of a pussy to quit and you can't handle stress, but at least do it outside, where you belong, huddled together with the other cancer penguins. Hey, Ophi! Oh my god! Wait, don't move! Are you having a stroke? Did you know your face is melting? Oh wait, silly me, that's just the latest ugly-ass sculpt you've chosen to offend us with. Now I know you love Labubu's, but looking and smelling like one that you found in a car's exhaust is taking it way too far. Oscar, my dude! I didn't even notice you were there. But I imagine that's the average woman's response. How's that new restaurant behind the Sanguine Limbo going? Oh, that's right, you haven't, built it yet because, like all Garleans, you're mad lazy and full of excuses. And you wonder why you guys got steamrolled by a bunch of liberals. Hey, Bella, oh my god, don't cry, cause then your home brand makeup will, start running and you'll look like even more of a tramp. Hi, Fuyu, how's Chasing Meteor going? Honestly, if you dropped a few pounds, you might finally catch him. Assuming he doesn't hear your thighs squeaking or the beeping when you walk backwards. McNuggies, are you one of those tomboys that, likes testing carpet for lice? Or one of those I'm just one of the boys tomboys as in, hey boys, I'm available 24/7 whenever you're in the mood for some low-quality meat with our own spicy mayo. Nania, I know you want to be in front of the camera really bad and all, so I got you this ghost costume. That way you can stumble around and annoy everyone while we pretend you aren't there, just like normal. And the audience won't be able to see your mustache. Midori, did you fall asleep in the sunbed again? I didn't even know they made them for hippos. That must have been hella expensive. Now, I know it's your dream to look like a tomato, but you have to be, realistic about these things, girl. Otherwise, you won't have any gill left to replace the burlap sack that's saving us all from going blind. God damn, Cirrust girl, you fell off. And I don't mean your music. I mean your looks. Everyone knows that's not white hair dye. You've never worked a day in your life, so it's not from stress either. And when you said you're from the ends, I didn't realize you meant end-of-life care for people who still think grime is relevant. Hey, Seven, you big lumbering strumpet. How are you and the other frost trolls doing? Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know you're immune to my jokes because it's obvious you gave up caring about literally anything during your first ice age. Hey, Robin, how's the adventurer life treating you? And by that, I mean, are you still collecting unemployment checks? Hey, Dandruff Muff Manayu, how's rehab? Are you still practicing hand signs on glory holes? Or did you finally stop meditating in the middle of the road like a snoring coat hanger? Athena, I'm so sorry about what my sister did. You totally didn't deserve that. So when's the facial reconstruction surgery? Oh, well, at least you still have your, greasy hands and tits?